Alright guys, what is up? So, hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully everything is clear and everything. So this is the original Nand-x from Team Xecuter. This is not a clone. And the Nand-x is actually fried. The Nand-x does not read any NANDs, but it will program cool runners and stuff like that. So, I did manage to fix one already. Now this was a clone. This was fried as well. So you can see that. So I'm going to move you guys down here and show you what I have to do. So as you can see, this one is a mess. I did this back in, I think, July or so. Something like that. June or July. And I didn't clean it up because I didn't have the right cable, but I have the right cable now to program these. So I tried it and it worked, and this one now reads NANDs again. So that is what we want. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix this one as well. No, it don't work. Anyway, we need the NXP chip, which I got these from AliExpress, and need to get one of these out of here. So this is the chip that is fried, but it's on this Nand-x. So this chip is fried, and that is why you cannot read NANDs anymore. So we have to replace it and put this one on there, and then we have to program it. So there is a tutorial, I'm pretty sure. They don't tell you how to, fix this. I haven't seen any tutorials on how to actually fix a Nand-x, but they do have ones on how to program it and stuff like that. So I have to remove this chip. So let me go ahead and do that. My desk is a mess as always, but I've been up since 8:30 this morning. I've been repairing a lot of consoles. I actually learned a few things this morning as well, and I was like, maybe I should work on these Nand-x's. And so yeah, I have this one, and I think I have one more that is bad as well. So one of them works out of the three. So we're gonna try to fix this one, and let's get started, sons. So we're gonna put some flux down. How was the quality, by the way? Is it better than yesterday? The solder is a complete mess. Like, look at this. It's just everywhere. Alright, that's good. Alright, so this is low solder melt. It melts at half the temperature, almost half the temperature. And this will help me remove the chip a whole lot easier. Also, I don't know if you guys were watching my live stream last night, but I had a console that I was working on for at least like 3. It wasn't a complete waste of time, hopefully. So now I'm going to take my hot air. Now you don't want to melt any of the plastic pieces. Actually, I should really take this out of the plastic. So now it'll just be on the desk like that. So you want to make sure every pin is heated up at once and every pin is melted, and just like that it'll come off. And the air pressure is halfway, so I mean it was pretty easy to take off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the good solder on here. 63 by 37, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 6337. That's the solder I use for like soldering chips and stuff on and things like that. So now I'm going to clean this up. The board might be a little yellowish after the actual repair is done. I'm not really sure if it's going to affect it. I can already see a little bit of the yellowish. It's like coming in. But it shouldn't be too bad. So there's that. Looks good. Buy a JR programmer, cheaper and faster. JR programmers are not fast at all. They take, 16 minutes to read a big block Jasper? That's a waste of time, just for one NAND. JR programmers are not good at all. People that use JR programmers are scared to get an Nand-x because they think they'll fry it. So put some more flux down, and then try to line that shit up, but getting this lined up is probably the hardest part about this whole process. That looks good, so I'm going to go with that for the moment. Get a little bit of solder, and then solder a few of the legs down just to hold it in place so it don't move. Then you can solder the rest down. So just, if you're going to do one of these, just make sure you have flux. And don't turn your soldering iron up to 480 like a dumbass and expect pads not to be ripped off, because like that's a perfect way to rip every pad off. fucking dropping shit. Somebody's gonna watch the tutorial and be like, wow, he just fucking dropped it. What he was trying to fix. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's already broken. It can't get much worse. Is the camera really not going to focus? So I would say it looks pretty good. And be sure to clean up everything. And if the flux is like hard and you can't clean it up, put some more flux down. Heat it up, not while you're holding it, like, because then you'll burn your ass off. But heat it up like that, just a little bit, not to melt everything, and then you can wipe it. And it'll clean it up really easily. Okay, so there it is. There's a new chip on there. Cleaned up and everything. And what I would recommend you to do now, after you have that soldered on there, is I would recommend you to take something like this, like a magnifying glass if you have one, and just make sure all the pins are clean and they're touching the board, and make sure they're not touching each other, nothing's bridged. Because if they're bridged, obviously it's not going to work, and you just wasted your time. So, and you could possibly end up frying that chip as well. So everything looks good on that, and I'm going to put it back in here. This is the bottom of the board, by the way, just in case you wanted to see that. Everything looks good. Put that in there, and now I'm going to show you guys the computer screen. This way, can't really go any farther than this, but this is Flash Magic. There's a guy that showed you on YouTube how to actually program your Nand-x. Just follow that guide, and it'll work the same way, I promise. But you're going to have a Nand-x update cable. Hopefully you can find one of them. If not, then sorry. But you're going to plug this into your Nand-x right here, and this does not go where you read the NAND. You should plug it up and have a red light. You can see. And let's see. We're gonna. Actually, I have everything already set up, so we're gonna click Start, and it should program. And it is erasing block right now. And as it's programming, we're gonna talk to Kara. Hello, Kara.
Can you bring me some water?
Can I bring you some water?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bring you some water real quick. All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye. I'll be back, guys. But that's programming. It'll be done in like a minute. Alright. Oh, it's still not done yet. Still programming. Hasn't failed, so that means we did something right. What is it, Christian? So, I already have a console that is soldered up and it has NAND reading wires and everything already done. So I'm just going to hook that up, and it says it's finished. So now we can unplug that. Unplug your update cable. Plug your USB in for the Nand-x. That yellow light should come on, okay? If you don't have that yellow light, then that chip is not programmed. So this one should work now. So I'm going to show you guys what's happening. This should go in here as normal. Console is plugged in. And I got JRunner open. I'm going to click read NAND. There we go, guys. Delete one already existed. That was the NAND up I took with this one, the old one. So there it is. We fixed the Nand-x, 17 minutes. Pretty easy. So it is reading the NAND. It's hard to see, but you can see the bar lining up. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and I'll see y'all later, all right? Y'all have a good day.